Hello traders, how's everyone doing today? So, beautiful Monday, the 27th of November. How's everything going? How's your trades been going recently? So today we are going to talk about markets and what's been happening recently on the markets. And I also want to talk about my favorite asset, my favorite new asset, which is called Crash 300. And I might open a few trades with this index. Actually, I really felt like opening a trade right now, but it dropped the moment I started talking about it. So this strategy, this asset, in my opinion, it basically takes the best from Forex trading mode and the best from FTT trading mode, like the combination of these two things in between. So basically takes the best from the two modes of trading. So, best Forex indicator and strategy. Well, that's a good question about Forex. Well, why don't we start with Kind Martin? So, guys, I have a few announcements today. So let's first of all talk about Kind. I don't know. Let's do Kind Martin strategy, right? So when you switch to 1 hour time frame, as you can see, well, or I know, like 4 hour time frame. And in this strategy, it doesn't really matter which asset you use, because one of the main rules of trading, or one of the main concepts of trading, is that all trading instruments and all trading patterns, they are fractals, or charts are fractals, and you can basically apply any kind of indicator, any kind of strategy with any time frame that you want, and absolutely with any asset that is there. So as you can see, this strategy, so we look at the MACD area, so when it crosses the zero line, and then we get this confirmation from the from the parabolic SAR indicator. So once they both kind of reverse, and as you can see, for example, here, boom, they basically predict the whole wave. Here you start opening trades, and I know you maybe close it with a maybe little here, maybe with some pullback. Okay, so this one is a little bit more difficult, because basically you need to put your stop loss somewhere here, which is quite big, but also, once again, the condition is there. Another wave predicted well by this strategy, and then finally this current one, also I think nice. So guys, you asked me about this best Forex strategy and best Forex indicator. Here it is. Try Kind Martin strategy. One of my favorite strategies, one of the easiest ones to implement, one of the easiest ones to use, and as well also one of the most reliable, efficient strategies out there. So, right. What are my thoughts on gold and silver, asks Edwin. So, let's move on to gold. So basically, silver usually follows gold, right? It's really as simple as that. So what about gold? Right. On gold, we finally managed, so the price finally manages to break above the 2000 threshold, which was and currently is a very important psychological level. And as you know, we tried to breach this level. When was that? When was that? Yeah, like in March, April this year. So price then dropped to 1800, almost 1800, and then there was this new attempt after the conflict in the Middle East that erupted on October 7th. And after that, when things started to sort of settle down, price went down again towards almost 1900, and then we have this new upwards wave, growth wave, and we are here again trading above 2000. So my stance here on gold, basically gold is very likely to continue rising in price. I see a lot of factors that support this idea, and like both fundamentally and technically, gold is uptrending, gold is on the rise, and I don't really see any reasons for gold to sort of like drop now. Like basically we have the first wave of growth, second is correction, third, so we are in the third wave of growth, and usually it's this, I sort of take this Elliott theory. So for those of you who don't know, like trends, they most of the time they go in these waves. So up wave, down wave, up wave, down. Like basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 usually, and then you have 3 waves of correction, which is A, B, and C. So guys, feel free to read about it. I will write now in the chat the, what's it called, Elliott waves theory. I think in English it goes like this. So English is not my native language, obviously. So I sometimes might make mistakes, in pronouncing something or in grammar. But I think it's called the Elliott waves theory, something like that. I mean, basically Google it and you're gonna find it. It's a fascinating theory, even though some people take it a little bit too far. They go a little bit too far with this strategy, and they sort of start seeing too many waves on charts. No. The point is that you don't want to see too many waves on charts. You kind of want to see like only the main ones, because too many waves, too much is not so good. Right. That's an interesting question. Says Akpak. Wow, if I have 20k USD, I would pursue masters in the UK. That's an interesting thing. I don't know. I mean, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, if you feel like that's something you want, yes, definitely. I mean, higher education or masters. Is it only 2k, 20k? I thought that education in the UK would cost probably like 100. I don't know. Haven't checked. Didn't study in the UK. I don't know. Thomas, so a question here from Mustafa. Thomas, how do you react with the big size account? How you control yourself too? So guys, once again, a very important concept. It's called, let me find the word, right? So the word is, okay, the expression is this, little by little. So continuously exposing yourself to trading with small amounts, and then over time. Look, I've been trading for 10 years, right? I'm not, like Warren Buffett, I'm not in that league, I'm not in the highest league, but I'm profitable, I'm consistently profitable, and have been profitable for the last, I don't know how many months, like 30 months. Yeah, I mean, I do have losing months. So first of all, I don't measure my success rate by daily performance or hourly performance. I only evaluate my, well, maybe weekly results and my monthly results. Do I have losing weeks? Oh yeah, absolutely. Do I have losing months? Sometimes not, but I have to think when was that. I definitely have a few losing months, but yeah. So next thing, right? How do you? So it's all about like lifting weights. You go to the gym and you never start like pushing, like doing this 100 kilos horizontal bar. Like you don't start with it. You start lifting weights with maybe 20 kilos, 30 kilos, and then you basically go to 35 kilos, 40 kilos, 55 kilos. So it's all gradual. Another analogy from psychology: how do you stop being afraid of spiders if you have this arachnophobia? Basically, you do the same thing. You gradually start coping with that fear. So at first you look at spiders from afar, maybe some pictures, then they put you in a room with spiders in it and you sort of look at them from afar, and then every day you come closer to them. So with trading, it's absolutely the same. At some point of time, you just realize that at first you were shaking, your palms were sweating, you had this tremor in your hands when you were about to place a $10 trade, and then after a while, maybe 1, 2, 3 years pass, and then you start trading with opening trades in the amount of $5,000 and you don't even, blink your eye without, yeah. So, yeah, once again, guys, it's all about gradual exposure, consistently, gradually, in small amounts. You don't have to start. Don't look at my numbers, right? Or, I mean, like, look at my numbers, but keep in mind that I've been trading for 10 plus years. And many traders, if you look at them, well, and also some people, some people learn faster, some people learn slower. I cannot say that I'm a fast learner. I'm not the slow one, the kind of like the slowest one in the room, obviously, but I'm somewhere in between. I'm somewhere in the middle. I know guys, I know some traders, like some kind of friends of mine or buddies of mine. I know this guy. He's a phenomenal, right? He started. So that proprietary trading company that I used to work in, so that guy, he made profits within his first month, maybe even first few weeks. I don't remember exactly, but he was phenomenal. Everyone was talking about him in our team, in our company. But what this guy did is that guy basically so that guy is one of a kind. I don't know, maybe one person like that in 50. I don't know. Sorry, one out of 1,000. Maybe, yeah. So he's phenomenal. Okay, so don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to that guy. Compare. Just, I mean, first of all, set yourself a goal of not losing money. So close a week with at least plus $1 in profits. That's your step number one. Then aim to close it with, say, $10, $15, but do it gradually. So the problem is that we all want to make all the money in the world a little too fast. Now, guys, I want to, while I'm talking, I want to open a few trades. So here is, this is going to be my trade on Crash 300 index, right? At the beginning of the next candlestick. Boom. So I'm now doing this crash strategy. So I'm expecting that since we are trading below or under 50 SMA, the 50 SMA, and as you can see, usually when we are trading below, it usually means downtrend. So, and usually you don't have too many green candlesticks in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th one in a row already, so I can expect that there will be a drop soon. So that's my crash strategy, how I call it. Is OLYMP TRADE sometimes manipulate the graph? No, the OLYMP TRADE platform does not manipulate any chart, because all charts, they basically come from exchanges, from multiple exchanges, and everyone sees the same charts pretty much all. So online now we have 7,600 traders on the platform from all devices, also from iOS devices. So it's not just desktop application, it's all traders who are trading right now. And yeah, everyone sees the same chart, the same Crash 300 index, the same Euro USD, the same gold, the same everything. All right. So I see questions about USDJPY. So let's talk about USDJPY. And while we are talking about USDJPY, I want to finally demonstrate to you guys one thing. Oh yeah, and also, well, first of all, let's have a quick look. Yes, the strategic level is 150. But as you can see, how many times this asset fooled us already, right? It fooled us here, here, here. But I mean, yeah, even here there was this breakdown and this line here. Okay, maybe that was a good entry. So first of all, let me show you this little update that finally we have here. It's drawing tools. So drawing tools on the platform, and now they work exactly as they should. So you click on an instrument. So for example, horizontal line, and it doesn't appear at some random place on chart, and then you sort of have to drag it. You just first of all select it and put it wherever you want to put it. And yeah, but Also, I think now USDJPY is has a great chance of going down. So according to current market strategy, we are like dropping. So yeah, I think I can open a trade. So, and we are also trading below the 50 SMA. So yeah, all the conditions, pretty much we have two signals from two strategies. So that's it. So USDJPY broken the support level. Yeah, kind of. So we'll see where it goes next. Right. So the next, what is candle name? I don't understand what you mean by candle name. Trading in fixed time. So once again, talking about fixed time trades, we do webinars on fixed time trades every basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On global channel, on this channel, on YouTube channel, it happens every let me see, every Wednesday and Friday, and on our India channel it takes place every Tuesday and Thursday. Right, so guys, what I do here is I use martingale. So I can even go even higher than that, because my trade here, boom, I lose my trade because it gets killed by stop out. And yeah, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 candlesticks. Another thing, another aspect that I want to talk about with this crash 300 index is that, as you can see, it follows. All right. Oh yeah, see, boom, nice. So I make profit. I recover my previous loss, and I also make some profit above it. And now the question is this: so do I open another trade in the downwards direction, or do I wait for a few green candlesticks like this one? So we have this crash, and then we have 1, 2, 3 green candlesticks. So I kind of wanna see that as well. So let's see. Right. Do you could you analyze Bitcoin? Oh yeah, gladly. I'm interested in Bitcoin, and I also have this. Where is my position on Bitcoin? So I'm still hoping for a bull run. So this asset now, as you can see, we are kind of stuck in front of this 38,000. I mean, obviously, it feels like a breakout is about to happen. We saw this false breakout above 38,000, so the price was reaching for 38.5. Now, why is this happening? So why is this happening? Well, because first of all, many experts, many big traders, they are expecting Bitcoin ETF to be launched on American exchanges, like I think on NASDAQ and CME. No, futures trading, they are expecting for an ETF on NASDAQ. That is thing number one. And also the next thing is, just pretty much fundamentally Bitcoin now. It feels, now it feels like this asset really has a lot of potential. But since we went up by 50%, more than 50%, without any corrections, any major corrections, we might see a little drop here towards, again, maybe 35. So this asset, in order to break above 38,000, it needs to gain some momentum, and I think that needs to happen. So my approach, my view is still bullish. So if we switch to 1 week time frame, we can see that yes, we don't really have many resistance levels before 50,000. So 37, and then there aren't that many strong psychological levels. And in order to reach 50,000, we now need to make, well, pretty much 1/3 of the current price. It's nothing for Bitcoin, right? 1/3 is nothing. Given the volatility of this asset, it's nothing. So it can easily go towards 50. So it's like just make 1/3 of it plus, like 12,000, and it will already be 49,000. And then yeah, 50,000. That's gonna be interesting. And we can also apply maybe the RSI indicator. And what we're gonna see, yeah, we are overbought, obviously, on weekly time frame. So yeah, this kind of correction is kind of inevitable. But at the same time, we have this divergence. We have divergence here again. Also, it basically formed here, but still, okay. So I don't know. Globally, it looks bullish, but I mean now some correction, some form of a correction is kind of, it's not inevitable, but it's highly likely. So that's my approach. So quite a few questions today. Nice. Can you give me $50? Well, obviously it doesn't work like that, guys, and you don't want to just give money. I mean, giving someone $50 is one thing, but we are giving here so much valuable advice, and maybe some of you don't believe it. I mean, like I would sometimes, maybe I would like think, yeah, no, I don't believe it, but just try, like these kind of strategies that we show you here, we demonstrate that we have on our OLYMP TRADE platform. They are golden. They are money. They're real money. So I'm always like, yeah, because I mean, like so many people, so they sort of expect that, yeah, they say that, yeah, give me money, don't give me just advice, but look, I can give you money and that's gonna help you what? And if you don't know how to trade, you will lose this money in one day, maybe less, like in one trade. But if you spend enough time learning how to trade, that's gonna make a huge difference in the long run. But we all, maybe it's a part of our human psychology, that we all sort of wanna have this quick result, we all wanna make this quick buck a little too soon. Okay, so looks like I should have opened a down trade, but I wasn't focused. Now, guys, let me take a few more questions. So we talked about gold, right? So let's talk about Brent, because I also think that Brent deserves our attention. Now, for Brent, the strategic level, the strategic psychological level is horizontal line. 80. Okay, so the fight is happening here. The fight for 80. And we might see a correction here. So, I mean, trend line. So see, there is a lot of support. So support, and also from above we have downtrend. So quite interesting what will happen. But I mean, globally, fundamentally speaking, I think we have more chances of a bullish reversal, given all this. Just read the news from the Middle East. I mean, like there aren't many positive news, and it kind of like this circle or this cycle of escalation is just unrolling. So hello, sir, I have one question. Yes, please ask your questions. How can the digital euro can affect the euro currency when it gets launched by the ECB? Well, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna affect. So that's a question from Mustafa. I don't think it's gonna have like a long-lasting effect. It's just another form of the euro. I think what's more important is the fundamental factors in the European economy right now. And the European economy, it's not really in a healthy state. And despite this current growth phase on the euro since pretty much the beginning of October, but Europe is not really, having their best. It's not really seeing their best times. Like, look, Germany is getting deindustrialized rapidly at a rapid pace. Energy costs are 5 to 10 times higher than they were, a few years back. So if you look at natural gas prices, okay, so gas prices are dropping in the United States, but in Europe, we need to look at another chart. They still remain pretty high, even though despite the current winter, which is now becoming a little bit colder in Europe, they still have not really went up. So on daily, it doesn't look too bad, but if you look at it on monthly chart, you're going to notice that previously, look, gas prices in Europe used to fluctuate around $10 or 10 euros per megawatt, I think that's the denomination. So from 10, 15, dropped to, okay, so that was the bottom of the COVID crisis, and then since 2021, so basically it's 16 now. Today it's 3 times as that, maybe 4 times as that. And winter has begun, and this winter already feels a little colder than the normal winter. So we'll see. How can I uplift my spirit and morale after a losing streak? Okay, so that's a good question. I've been there, and sometimes, how did I cope this? So, especially when I traded Forex, when I needed a little boost of motivation, I would sort of make my take profit a little smaller than normally. And I would just grab a few profits, maybe 2-3 trades. I would close I would break the rule of letting profits grow just to get some money, just to see some money arrive in my account. Another thing is basically, if you have a losing streak, just take a break. I don't think there isn't much else that can help, because losing streaks they're just kind of normal. Unfortunately, they just happen because that's how markets are. Sometimes you just have this losing streak, and there isn't much we can do about it. Guys, so I'm not really going to trade any FTT trades. I mean, and I don't want to do just a few random trades. I can do one trade, but it's not gonna make any difference. All right, because you've been asking about this for these FTT trades. Okay, so look, how about kind Martin strategy on Asia Composite Index? Yes, look, this is it. The parabolic SAR, the RSI. Okay, so maybe it's not kind Martin. We need also the MACD. So let's also apply MACD, and let's see. Okay, here's MACD. Not a histogram, we need area. Okay, so area is in the negative below 0. So yeah, that's it. But look, I opened some random trades. Well, it's according to the strategy, but one trade is not gonna do any good. Even if you copy my trade and it turns out to be profitable. No, it's not really the right principle. The right principle is to think of trading as a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not here to sort of, open 5 best trades, make $10,000 and then leave. No, it's not really the right approach. It's not how trading works. Another question from Akul. I'm just a beginner in OLYMP TRADE. What is the best option to trade in counting to me. So the best thing you can do, the best kind of service you can provide to yourself is to really start thinking of it as a skill set. It's like a new, that you want to develop a new skill set. And you want to learn basically 3 aspects of trading, which are inevitable for successful trading. So you need to learn how to control your risks, how to control your emotions, and how to control your setups, which is basically called, let me go ahead and open a new trade here on Crash 300. So what this all means is that you need to learn, first of all, 1/3 of success is the 3 pillars of success are trading strategies, next money management and risk management, and the last but not least is the psychology of trading. So you need to get these 3 aspects of trading down, and once you do that, you'll be able to really trade well, and you really can count on successful result in the end of the day. How to avoid over trading? Well, once again, I mean, you need to be disciplined. So over trading basically stems from the lack of trading discipline. So if you have good trading discipline, you won't overtrade. So you really need to sort of just tell yourself to not overtrade. Write it down. I mean, there isn't any other way around. How to avoid it? Just basically write. For example, work on your psychology. Before starting your trading day, check your kind of SOP, standard operating procedure for the day. Just think, what is your mental stop loss? So imagine if you lose more than 100 trades, you close your trading terminal and you don't resume and you don't trade for the rest of the day and you wait until tomorrow. Or go to the smallest amount possible. Just start trading with $1. That's it. Overtrading is one of the problems that comes from lack of discipline, and there isn't in fact much we can do about it except working on your discipline. That's the only thing we can do in this case. Okay, that's a longer question. Can we take up trades on Crash 300? Yes, sure. You can trade. You can do up trades. It's another strategy. So absolutely, yeah, it works. It works. For example, here, let me demonstrate here. So, for example, here, see, it's this pattern. So we managed to break above this the 50 SMA, and then we have two crashes in a row, and after that, the likelihood of having many green candlesticks goes almost to 100. So it's all about probability. So guys, one quick piece of advice here. So if you want to learn how to trade Crash 300, just spend some time looking at this index. So learn it, explore it, discover what's it all about. Like learn, look, there are certain patterns that basically keep appearing on this chart over and over and over and over again. Just do it. Right. So yeah, finally this long question. Thomas, in your initial days, did you trade on FTT? Also, what advice would you give to a fellow trader who is facing many losses in FTT with your decade experience? So as I started off with stocks, trading stocks. Then I included futures, and so, okay, to put it simple, no, I did not start with FTT trades. I started with, like, say, regular trades on stocks, and then I included more risky trades like derivative trades like futures. And then I also joined this proprietary company, and we only traded American stocks like NYSE and NASDAQ, these two exchanges. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter which asset you trade, because you need to learn to master the basic skill set. And the basic skill set, it really comes down to learning strategies, learning how to read charts, right? So money management and psychology. And you can trade any chart, any instrument, any mode of trading if you know how to, if you have these three aspects down pretty much. Right. Can you, okay. So yeah, I mean, if you're facing losses in FTT, try Forex, for example. Yes, try Forex. Try, for example, Crash 300. Um, did you have a did you ever book a trading consultation with your financial analyst in our company? If you haven't, then that's that's the place to go. Maybe have a consultation, because if your current service level is advanced and higher, you can have at least one consultation per month. So that is a great thing. You can also just use RSI to trade Crash 300. It's so easy. Yeah, exactly. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Look, the RSI goes to the overbought area. What happens next? Boom, crash. Here is the classic divergence pattern. So each next high on the chart is higher than the previous one, but the RSI value is a little bit below. So yeah. So guys, yeah, it's not really a secret. So you can use these things so you can trade it. Right. Well. So I guess I will be wrapping it up here. I want to wish you a wonderful trading week. I hope that you learned something this week that can improve your trading. And I hope to see you next Monday if you have a webinar, or maybe, oh no, I think I will be on vacation next Monday, so we don't have a webinar. But I'll see you definitely soon. So have a wonderful trading week, guys, and bye-bye.